Hey everybody, it's the Uncharted Trader, and in this video, I'm breaking down the trade that I had taken earlier today on AUD which I posted on my Instagram account. In case if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can go follow me there where I post every single day, every single trade that I take. So basically, when I came on the chart, I could see that we were bullish on AUD CAD, all right. And why would I say that the price is overall bullish? Because we haven't taken down the low. So as you could see that this demand zone was respected, and we continued moving up. But there's one more thing that I realized before it moving up, it created an imbalance over here. So there is a huge imbalance. If we go on 30 minutes time frame, we can see that there is a huge imbalance. So I was pretty sure that if there's an imbalance in the market, sooner or later, it eventually comes back to cover it up. So I marked my supply zone. Okay. Now, why did I mark my supply zone? If you go on 1 hour time frame, we could see that there is an imbalance over here as well. So this was area in the market where I felt that the price could come and react off. So I marked this as my supply zone. Now, if you could have directly taken an entry on 50% of this supply zone, you could have entered off, yeah, you could have gone for at least 1:4 risk to reward ratio, but that would be a risky entry because we do not have any kind of confirmation over there. So instead, what I did was I went on 5 minutes. So in case if you mark your supply zone or demand zone on a higher time frame, what you can do is, in order to get a confirmation trade, you can drop down to a time frame, like for example from 1 hour you can come down to 5 minutes. If you are looking a supply zone and demand zone on 4 hour, for confirmation of the trade, you can come down to 30 minutes or 15 minutes. So it depends. You can drop down to different time frame as per whatever is convenient for you. So basically what happened was I could see that the price went into the supply zone and it reacted off that supply zone, and we could see that as it broke as it changed the character. So once it changed the character, I knew that we can take a sell from this area. Now the reason why I said I thought that we could take a sell from this area is because of imbalance over here. So as you could see that we came back, we filled those imbalances. We came back to this supply zone, and eventually we started moving down. Now this was 1:4 risk to reward ratio trade, which is pretty decent in my opinion. I could have held it for a bit longer, but I didn't because I had to go somewhere, so I had to close my trade early. So either ways, I was happy with my profit, and that's how I entered this trade on confirmation trade. I could have entered off directly on the 50% here as well, but I wanted a bit more confirmation as price was an uptrend on 1 hour time frame. So I didn't want to take a risky entry. So that was the reason I waited for confirmation. But in case if the price is coming back to this demand zone over here, which I have marked on 30 minutes, I'll be taking a risky entry. Why? Because the price is in the uptrend. We are moving up, so we can, it's pretty explanatory that that can be a high probable setup now, but here we are taking a counter trend trade, so we have to go for the confirmation trade. Now this was a trade, as I told you, I took on 5 minute time frame. The supply zone was marked on 1 hour time frame. The demand zone was the different demand zones are also marked on 1 hour time frame. So let's just assume that this was the entry which was missed, okay? And in case if your confirmation entry comes at 15-minute time frame, so instead of five, so what you could have done over here is, for example, you could see that the price was reacting off this area, okay? Consider this area as change of character. In case if you don't consider this as a low and this as a low, so just giving an example, you mark this area as change of character. Okay, you can mark this area as supply zone, and when the price falls, it eventually comes back to fill in that supply zone. So as it came back into supply zone, it started dropping from there. So in just because this area, this supply zone was marked on 1 hour time frame, it gives you more evidence that the supply zone can hold up. But it is not going to be a flip zone where you will see supply taking over demand. At least that's what we expect the price to do if it's in an uptrend. So, anyways, guys, that was a breakdown of the trade that I had taken. In case if you guys have any question, you can ask me in the comment section below. And if you want me to explain any topic from this video, I can make a video on that as well. And please consider subscribing, leaving a like if you like my content. You can follow me on Instagram where I post every single trade that I take, as I said earlier. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.